Welcome to the Piece of Music Podcast. I'm Pete. I'm your host, PDallas, and with me today I have a special guest, Michael B. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, Pete.
Thank you. So what's been new with you?
Been dealing with a lot actually. Been having some deaths in the family,
Man,
but
sorry.
trying to keep a positive attitude about everything. Just keep things going rather
Yeah.
than stopping, letting things hold me back. So
Nice.
yeah, for sure.
What kind of new projects you got going on?
Well, actually, I just dropped a project. I just quit a band that I was in. I'm more serious about my solo project, Michael B. So I need to focus on that. So obviously that's what's going on for me. I have an EP coming out soon. The tracks are being mastered. And I have a show at the end of March, the 26th, at a place called the Tone Zone.
Tone Zone. Where's that at?
It's in Joliet, right off of Ingalls. It's right by the Drunken Donut.
Okay. And how'd you get that opportunity?
A friend of the band that I just quit, actually.
Is there any did something happen, or you just need more time for yourself?
Something happened, and I just kind of felt like, I don't know. Yeah, I just decided it was time to be out of it.
So Michael B, that's your stage name. How did you? Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, my name is Michael Blake Stover.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started doing this, I was just trying to think of an appropriate name to go by. I didn't want to just go by Mike Stover because that's just lame to me. I like a little bit of creativity in a name for sure. And I used to call a friend of mine, his name is Mike Bernard. I call him Mike B, and I just thought it was so cool the way that flows off my tongue,
So
and
you
I was
took
like,
it from him.
yeah, I was like, my middle name's Blake. I could totally use that.
Just add an E. It's fine.
Yeah, straight up, Michael B.
So,
It's like a statement,
Yeah. So it's got kind of multiple.
Yeah, and it it's kind of like a statement to myself to just do your thing,
Just be.
Just be.
Yeah. Cool. How long have you actually been doing music?
Forever. So like most late 80s born people, I grew up on MTV, like 90s MTV.
Oh, my MTV.
Yeah, for sure. When
I
there
don't
was
know what
like
happened. I don't know when it.
there was music videos when I was a kid.
That was actually a big thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I got into singing really young. I couldn't even tell you an age, but that carried me into doing music in school. So I took all the music classes in up through junior high, and then in high school I stopped for some reason.
Wow.
I don't even know.
That's when I started.
Oh, for real?
I mean, I've been doing music pretty much all my life too, but we did a little school classes, that
Right.
were mandatory, but I didn't get into actually piano, chorus, and all that kind of stuff and guitar until I was actually in high school, and then later on music technology all in high school.
Right, and that was just the opposite. I
Yeah.
took chorus, what was it, 5th through 8th grade. I took all 3 music classes in junior high that were electives, and one of them was a guitar class. And during those 3 years is when I started playing bass and getting serious about playing music.
So how many instruments do you play?
I play guitar, bass. I can play a little drums. I'm mostly on the sample pad drums, so I finger drum a lot. I play synth keyboard. And that's just what I do for my solo project.
Yeah.
But I like to think that anything that's musical, I can pretty much pick up and start learning. I play by ear. It's basically how I've always been, for sure.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about your process and how you do this.
Well, I usually just start with a guitar riff that sounds good to me, and I have a couple of loop pedals, so I'll loop it, and then I'll add some drums, and then I'll add some synth, and it just becomes a whole song, like a whole band sounding thing. I don't really have a process though. I think I'll just start playing a riff, and if I like it, then I'll just start
every time.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay. So who are some artists and musicians that you're into right now?
Right now it's Maxo. He's this super cool composer that does video game music. He does all sorts of soundtracks and stuff. He's got 20 albums or something. It's crazy discog. Disaster Piece, a lot of my roots come from like Minus the Bear, uh, Margot and the Nuclear So-and-So's, cool folk band.
Okay.
So I have a lot of different influences. I spent a lot of time jamming with like DJs.
Okay.
So I got my improv chops up doing that, because we just jam for like an hour or something.
Yeah. And they'd just be mixing. And
Yeah, straight up.
and you'd have to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, what's next for you? You got the EP. You've got some shows coming up. It's all solo stuff.
Yeah, it's all solo stuff.
Solo stuff.
Yeah, I'll be standing up on stage by my lonesome,
Yeah.
doing my thing, dancing around like a fool.
So, what's been your favorite memory in music thus far?
It doesn't have anything to do with what I'm doing now, but I was in a metal band like 5 years ago, and the first shows that I played with them were in St. Louis, and I had a really great time. But the very first show was a place called Pops, and it was like a tall stage. It was like probably 4 or 5 feet tall or something, and I went in like some dirty t-shirt and swim trunks, and I wasn't wearing underwear. Okay, and I'm playing bass, and I kind of play it higher up on me. I'm not like a traditional metal bassist who's got it down to his knees or whatever. So I'm like up here, and I put my leg up on the stage monitor, and I realize that
You're free.
this person right here is getting a
staring.
face full of my junk right now.
Oh,
It was
man.
probably the funniest thing, that's ever happened to me during a performance.
That's good.
like music.
That's real
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's pretty funny for sure.
All right, well, this is PeaceSum from the Piece of Music podcast. We're here with Michael B, and if you are tuning in at YouTube, you can go over to Spreaker.com/PeaceSum to check out the sync recording of the live broadcast. Otherwise, if you are on Spreaker, go over to YouTube.com/PeaceSum for the for info on how to get the live show with the performance. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you later. Moving on. What if any are your goals for this year?
For this year, I want to hit a bunch more stages. I want to branch out of the Joliet area that I've been kind of in. Like I played a show with you in Chicago, and that was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, you were good.
Thanks,
I was like
Thank you.
very impressed, like just to see you up there by yourself and making so much noise. Like
It's
cool.
nerve-wracking. It really is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean,
Sometimes.
I feel like you get used to it.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, there's always there's a little bit in there still.
Mhm.
Like,
And that was one of my first shows, so like my nerves were going crazy, and like I had this problem in the middle of one of the songs, and I had to fix it. I don't know if you remember that.
So I booked how many people? At least 4 different band or acts that night, and then I performed as well. And I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to figure out like everything and make sure everything goes
Straight up.
smoothly.
Straight up.
So I didn't get to enjoy the acts as much as I would have liked to, but I did catch a little bit of all of them,
Right.
and it was just. It was a headache to do all of that. Like, if I was just a promoter, it would have been like one thing, you know what I mean? But trying to put together my act and do that, and then trying to like keep tabs on everybody.
Right.
Elbow Room is a great place. If you guys haven't
Yeah.
been there, please go because
It's a lot of fun.
they are amazing.
And there were a bunch of nice people that were working there. I was really
I mean,
impressed by
they've
the
given
overall
me
attitude.
a few different opportunities, and I've been really like happy to
That's
do
awesome.
my best. And they don't always go the best, like you can't always
Right.
plan exactly how many people are going to show up and all
Straight
that
up.
kind of stuff. Like you can push and push and push, and sometimes people
It's
won't
just
show
not-
up.
Yeah, straight
I mean,
up.
it just is what it is. And so that's what I feel like I've been working on this year, is trying to get, how do you get more people that say they're going to come
Right, to actually
come.
show up.
Actually show up. That's the challenge I think that every independent musician
Mhm.
faces.
Seriously.
So you're relatively new in the game, but you've had already a few decent shows by yourself.
Yeah, I've played Farm Fest last year,
Mm.
which was a really great time. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear.
Oh, we're done with
Yeah,
that.
we're done with that for sure.
Yeah, that'll get beeped.
YouTube's cool. Anywho, but that was the name of the show.
Yeah, no, that
so-
was the name of the show. So, you know.
That was a really good time. I played a benefit show for a friend who recently passed away. But it was a benefit for kicking cancer's ass. It was a lot of fun in Pontiac before Freaksters closed down and moved or whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
So is there anything else you would want to add? Anything else going on, or anywhere you want them to check you out?
Hit me up on Facebook.com/MichaelB Music. That's MICHAELBE Music. You all know how to spell music. MUSIC. Just kidding. I'm not trying to belittle my viewers. No, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is Michael B. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with an awesome performance from him. Stay tuned.
dancing then. Don't you make it happen? Oh, then. It's even more like you bottle it up and you throw it out to sea. Cause that's where it ought to be. Float to the next shore over. Just stay away from me.